Hello, friends. Welcome to this episode of Let's Talk Life. Today's topic is our daily routines. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Tom.
We're so happy to have you with us. In this episode, we'll talk about what our normal days look like, from the time we wake up to the time we go to bed. We'll share stories, ask questions, and maybe even learn something new about each other. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the conversation. And don't forget to like, share, and comment to let us know what your daily routine looks like. Let's get started. Today, we're talking about something simple but very important, our daily routines.
Yes, we all have routines, but sometimes it's interesting to hear how others do things. Maybe we can learn something new.
Exactly. So, Tom, how does your day usually start?
Well, I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning. I'm not a morning person, but I try my best.
That's early. Do you use an alarm clock?
Yes, I use my phone. Sometimes I hit the snooze button 2 or 3 times.
Same here. I get up around 7 o'clock, but sometimes it's 7:15 if I'm really tired.
What's the first thing you do after getting up?
I brush my teeth and wash my face. Then I make some tea. What about you?
I go straight to the kitchen and drink a glass of water. Then I make coffee. I really need my coffee to wake up.
That's funny. I like tea more, but coffee is great too. After that, do you take a shower?
Yes, I usually take a quick shower. It helps me feel fresh and ready for the day.
Same here. I take a shower and then get dressed. Do you choose your clothes the night before?
No, I decide in the morning. It takes me a few minutes. I'm not very picky.
I sometimes plan my outfit the night before. It saves time.
That's smart. What do you have for breakfast?
Usually, I eat cereal or toast with some fruit. On weekends, I might cook eggs or pancakes. You?
I love eggs. I often make scrambled eggs with toast. If I'm in a hurry, I just grab a banana or a protein bar.
That sounds healthy. Do you listen to music or watch the news in the morning?
I listen to the radio while I eat. Sometimes I check the news on my phone. How about you?
I play a podcast while I'm getting ready, just like this one. Sometimes I listen to news, sometimes a story.
That's cool. Podcasts are a great way to learn and relax.
Absolutely. Okay, after breakfast, what do you usually do?
I leave for work around 8:30. I take the bus. It takes about 30 minutes.
Do you read or do something on the bus?
Yes, I read or listen to music. Sometimes I just look out the window.
That's nice. I work from home. So after breakfast, I sit at my desk and check my emails.
Do you start work right away?
Yes, I usually start around 9 o'clock. I make a list of my tasks for the day.
That's a good idea. It helps to stay organized.
Totally. Do you get a break in the morning?
Yes, I get a 15-minute break at 11. I usually get a cup of tea or just stretch my legs.
Me too. I like to walk around the house or look outside. A short break helps.
All right, so we talked about mornings. Now let's talk about what happens after lunch, the afternoon routine.
Yes, afternoon is usually when I try to finish most of my important tasks. What about you?
Same here. After my lunch break, I get back to work around 1 o'clock or 1:30. I try to focus for a few hours without distractions.
That's smart. I eat lunch around 12:30, and I also get back to work by 1 o'clock. I check emails again, and then continue with my work.
Do you work at a desk all day?
Yes, but I use a standing desk sometimes, so I'm not sitting all the time. It helps with my back.
That's great. I sit at my desk for most of the day, but I try to stand and stretch every hour or so.
Good idea. Moving a little can really help with focus. What kind of work do you usually do in the afternoon?
In the afternoon, I have meetings or work on reports. It depends on the day. Some days are very busy.
I understand. For me, the afternoon is for writing or planning. If I have meetings, they are usually after 2 o'clock.
Do you ever feel sleepy in the afternoon?
Yes, around 3 o'clock or 3:30, I always feel a bit tired. That's when I get another cup of tea or a small snack.
Me too. I usually drink coffee or eat some fruit. It helps me stay awake.
Sometimes, if I have time, I take a 10-minute walk outside. The fresh air helps a lot.
That's a great habit. I wish I could do that. But my office doesn't have a nice place to walk.
Ah, that's too bad. What time do you usually finish work?
I finish around 5:30 or 6 o'clock, depending on the day. I try not to stay late unless I really need to.
Same here. I usually finish by 5:30. I make sure to close my laptop and tidy my desk. It helps me feel like the workday is really over.
Yes, that's important. Ending the workday well makes a big difference.
Do you feel tired after work?
Sometimes, if the day was really busy, I feel tired, but I also feel good if I finished everything I planned.
That's true. I like crossing things off my to-do list. It feels nice to complete tasks.
Totally agree. So after work, what's the first thing you do?
I usually take a short break, maybe lie down for 10 minutes or read a few pages of a book. Then I start thinking about dinner.
That sounds nice. I usually go for a walk or run after work if the weather is nice.
Oh, do you exercise every day?
Not every day. I try to exercise 3 or 4 times a week. It helps me stay active and sleep better.
That's great. I do yoga at home twice a week. It's relaxing.
Nice. Do you cook dinner or order food?
I like cooking. It's fun for me. I usually cook simple meals, pasta, rice with vegetables, or soups.
That sounds good. I cook too, but sometimes I'm lazy and order takeout, maybe once or twice a week.
That's okay. Everyone does that sometimes. What do you usually eat?
I like making chicken with vegetables or a big salad. On weekends, I might make something special, like a homemade pizza.
Yum, I like that too. After dinner, do you clean up right away?
Yes, I clean the kitchen after I eat. Then I relax.
Same here. A clean kitchen makes me feel calm. Okay, we've talked about mornings and afternoons. Now let's talk about the evening and bedtime routines.
Yes, evenings are my favorite part of the day. It's time to relax and do things I enjoy.
Me too. After dinner and cleaning up, I usually spend some quiet time. Sometimes I read, sometimes I watch a show.
What kind of shows do you like?
I like comedies or dramas. Nothing too serious in the evening. I want to relax. What about you?
I like documentaries and cooking shows. Sometimes I play video games if I feel like doing something fun.
Cool. Do you spend time on your phone or social media at night?
Yes, but I try not to spend too much time. Maybe 20 or 30 minutes to check messages or watch short videos. You.
Same here. I check Instagram and chat with friends, but I try to stop using my phone 1 hour before bed.
That's a good idea. The light from screens can make it hard to sleep.
Exactly. Around 8:30 or 9 o'clock, I like to dim the lights and listen to soft music or an audiobook.
That sounds relaxing. I usually stretch or do a bit of yoga before bed. It helps my body feel calm.
That's great. Do you have a specific bedtime?
I try to go to bed around 10:30. If I go to bed later, I feel tired in the morning.
Me too. I usually start my bedtime routine around 10. First, I brush my teeth and wash my face.
Same here. I also set my alarm and put my phone on silent.
That's smart. Some people sleep with their phones in another room.
Yeah, I've heard that. I still keep it next to my bed, but face down, so the light doesn't bother me.
I sometimes write in a journal before sleeping, just a few lines about my day. It helps me feel thankful and relaxed.
That's a really good habit. I've never tried it, but I want to.
You should. Even writing one or two sentences helps clear your mind.
Do you fall asleep quickly?
Usually, yes, if I don't drink coffee late or look at screens. What about you?
Sometimes it takes me 10 or 15 minutes. I think about things from the day, but I try to take deep breaths and think happy thoughts.
That's good. A calm mind helps with good sleep.
Definitely. Do you ever wake up during the night?
Sometimes, if I hear a noise or if I'm stressed, but I usually fall back asleep quickly.
Same here. If I can't sleep, I drink a little water or read something light.
Nice. So, to sum up, our evenings are about relaxing, preparing for bed, and making sure we sleep well.
Exactly. A good night's sleep helps us have a better day tomorrow.
Totally agree. Now we've covered the full day, morning, afternoon, and evening. Want me to continue with part 4, weekend routines and final wrap up? Well, that's all for today's episode of Let's Talk Life. We hope you enjoyed hearing about our daily routines. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss the next episode. And if you liked this episode, please tell a friend. It really helps us grow. See you next time. Bye for now.